Hi, I'm Devika and I currently teach third year Bachelor subjects, mentoring and industry practicum and creative industries, the business of photography at PSC. I'm a multidisciplinary artist and performer based in Melbourne and have been running my own freelance photography business for about 9 years, and it's now operating under the name Tilt Images. Our mentoring and business class is tailored to meet the various needs of the three majors: art, photojournalism, and commercial photography, with both moving and still image. We guide the students in setting up their following year out of PSC, with connecting them to the mentoring program and the necessary knowledge they need to be a legally operating professional freelance photographer and artist. Today, I'm here with Maddie Sherborne, Hannah Nicholson, Claire Steele, and Oliver Hodgkins to talk with us through their mentoring experience at PSC. Hi, folks.
Hi, my name is Claire Steele. I graduated from PSC in 2015. I did a documentary major.
Hi, my name's Oliver Hodgkins. I graduated last year in 2019 and I did the documentary major too.
Hi, my name's Maddie Sherburn. I graduated from PSC in 2019 and I majored in fine art photography.
Hi, my name's Hannah Nicholson. I graduated PSC in 2017 and I did the documentary major.
Okay, so thank you for joining us. It's really nice to see you all. Claire, what was your experience of the mentor class like?
Through the mentor class, I learnt that photography is not even 50% of it, and then the business side, the emailing, the connections, the going to art shows, that's the bigger part of it, and that's the stuff you really learn in the business class.
My experience at the mentor class was fantastic. I thought it was a great opportunity to embrace the photographic industry and make connections and friends that have a lasting impact on your career as a photographer, and also your just general connection to the industry at large. I thought it was great.
My experience of the mentorship class was very positive and overwhelmingly great. I got the opportunity to meet a lot of other photographers and artists and get a real one-on-one experience in the way that they produce their work, and also the way they navigate themselves as artists and photographers and as business practitioners, all in the real life.
My experience at the business class was fantastic. The business plan really helped me to solidify what I wanted to do with my practice after university.
So Claire, who was your mentor? How did you find them? And did you connect with them straight away?
My mentor was Jessie Boland, and we connected through my documentary teacher at the time, Katrin Koning. Once I found Jessie, we got along really, really well.
My mentor was Ying Ang, who's a Melbourne-based documentary photographer and the operator of the Space Gallery in Collingwood. I met her during a photo workshop, which was hosted by Photography Studies College. Very good connection straight away. It was great.
So my mentor was Drew Pettifer, Melbourne-based artist photographer. I just sent him an email and he said yes and was happy to meet with me, and we started off from there.
My mentor was Emma Phillips. She's a Melbourne-based documentary photographer. I emailed her, she wrote back, and it was really easy. We got along really well.
So what advice would you give students who are currently looking for a mentor?
Start early, don't be intimidated.
Seek out an artistic chemistry with your future mentors. Working well with them and being on a similar wavelength is really important.
Yeah, have a few people you can email, get different points of view.
They should find someone that would help provide them with a fresh or new perspective on their work.
So how has working with a mentor influenced your own practice?
It had quite an overall effect on me in the way that I viewed my work and myself as an artist. But I think the main thing was my approach to research and looking into the context of where my work is situated in the photography industry or in the arts industry. You need to have that same passion and power and drive in your work, or else it will fall flat for other people too.
Working with a mentor changed my approach to, I think, just about everything. They're there to give an honest opinion, give a worldly opinion. You know, with the push of uni gone, once you're out of uni, it's all on you. So I think that's a big thing I learned through the mentor program.
How has working with a mentor helped you in your career?
What was really great about working with Ying was that Ying was also working through her own project at the same time. So as well as working through and problem solving my own work, I watched her as she did the same, went through the same steps at the same time. And she would actually show me her work and we would talk about her work as well. So it was really cool to see that in like real time.
A lot of it is just staying in contact and seeing what they're currently doing with their practice and the big and better things that they're moving through makes me want to also do that.
What was the biggest challenge you faced in the mentoring class?
I think the business plan was the hardest thing I did, because it was trying to figure out what you want, where you want to go, what kind of avenue you want to take, because all of that is your life then.
Yeah, that resonates with me. But
The biggest challenge for me in the mentor class was probably understanding myself and where I wanted to go, and getting out of the mindset of this existential anxiety of what am I going to do after I finish uni? How exactly am I going to accomplish what I want? This seems so far away and incomprehensible for me right now.
Knowing what you know now, and if you could do the class again, would you take a different approach, and what would that be?
For me, if I was to take the class again, I probably would have spent a little bit more time thinking about my point of difference as a business, as an artist, and as a photographer. It's easy for you to think that the folio is everything, but then looking at it from a business side and trying to sell yourself from that point, I would have preferred trying to figure out myself from that sort of perspective as well.
Yeah, what you're saying is absolutely correct, because what we're trying to teach at PSC is balance. There is one aspect of this business, but it's also your life.
If I could take the business class again, I think I would just pay more attention to it. I went through PSC like straight out of high school. So I was graduated, I was 21, I think. I wish I'd done like my business plan a bit more solidly and probably paid a bit more attention.
I think the same as Claire. I definitely pay a little bit more attention. But also I'd have more mentors. I'd email a lot more people. I'd absolutely milk it for all it was worth. Sitting in the real world now, it's not all fun and games, and the business class can sometimes seem a little dull, but a lot of the time I'd give anything to be back in that class.
Just one last question. What have you been doing since leaving PSC?
I have been working on planning my exhibition for my folio that I undertook last year. I was very fortunate to have been awarded the Student Commended Award for the Australia-New Zealand Photo Book Award for my folio and my book, The Moat.
So I'm working on a body of work called Beneath. I've already had a show on it, but I'm kind of continuing with it.
For me, I was lucky enough to go to an artist residency in Fukuoka, Japan. I was there for a month, and before that I was doing some traveling around the area, and I produced a work titled In the Morn and We Watch the Seeds Grow.
I've been working on a project for the past year and a half called Westall 66. It's about a mass UFO sighting that happened over Westall High School and Primary School. So I've just been running around meeting lots of lovely people who witnessed the event and taking their photograph and photographing the site and just having a wonderful time with it, really. It's a lot of fun. I've also recently come on board as a visual editor at a Melbourne political journal called Arena, which has been absolutely wonderful. Feels like my first real job.
Cool. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Yeah, now you are becoming the mentors of the future.
Bye.
Bye.